So one day, this gentleman receives a call, and the other person on the call says, "Hi, how are you? I'm your former lecturer at the university, and 40 years ago, I gave you very hard time while you were trying to do your work and your research. And I did not believe in the principles that you were teaching at that time. But I called to just appreciate you and say that whatever you were talking about and whatever you were trying to put forward is what has kept me for the past 40 years. Otherwise, I would be dead by now." That call was coming from the lecturer of Dr. Dean Onish, who is known as the father of lifestyle medicine. For years, he had tried to propagate this idea of lifestyle medicine to his lecturers and to his fellow students, but he met a lot of obstacles. Nevertheless, he never gave up on his pursuit for what he believed in as the source or the true healing that people were looking for. Doctors have been asking themselves and medical practitioners, what is true healing? Most medical practitioners get into medicine because they are seeking basically to relieve the suffering of humanity and to heal, to cure people, and not just to manage disease. So this gentleman has propagated the idea of lifestyle medicine, and for the past 40 years, most medical practitioners are coming out and are like, wait, you mean simple lifestyle changes are actually able to help someone live healthy lives? So it's the fastest growing medical field in the whole of medicine today, because most medical practitioners are coming out and saying, we just do not want to manage disease, but we want to get to the root cause of disease and address that before we can actually look at addressing the symptoms that are being presented. And lifestyle medicine is basically the use of evidence-based behavior changes to prevent, to treat, and to reverse chronic diseases. This concept has been in use for the past 40 years, but over the last decade, most people are embracing it, and because it is evidence-based, there is a lot of evidence, research approves it. People who have embraced it and gotten the results cannot help but take it to other people as well. And so it's only looking at 6 items or 6 pillars, and the first one is the use of whole food, plant predominant diet. A whole food, plant predominant diet. This is where people are encouraged to eat mostly plants, to eat whole foods, that is unprocessed or minimally processed foods, to eat foods that are organic, and to eat foods that are whole in their nature. So these foods are not only healing in the due process, but they are also good for our bodies. Our body is made in such a way that it appreciates food that is natural and that is whole. And so the emphasis has been put more on nutrition, that if we are able to regulate what we eat, to eat the right foods, we are one step away to total wellness and to optimal health. Number 2 is regular physical activity. The goal is to get your body moving on a regular basis. Taking a walk is okay, jogging is okay, doing heavy work is okay, but the goal is to make sure that you get your body moving on a regular basis. The parts of the body that are not used over a long period of time eventually wear out, and you do not want to risk losing any part of your body just because you've not used it enough. So the exercises that you choose must be able to utilize all the parts of the body or one part at a time, but the goal is to have every part of your body exercising and moving on a regular basis. 150 to 300 minutes of moderate intensity exercise is what your body needs in order to be in optimal health. How do you tell the intensity of the exercise that you're doing? Low intensity, you can talk and sing while doing it. Moderate intensity is where you can talk but you cannot sing. And high intensity, you find it hard to talk and sing while performing that particular activity. And your body needs all these different types of exercise to know optimal health. The third pillar is what we call restorative sleep. 7 to 9 hours of sleep is what your body needs to be in optimal health. And this is uninterrupted sleep. Uninterrupted sleep, where you have your rest complete without waking up to go to the bathroom, without waking up to check on your phone. Like if you go to bed at 10, you wake up maybe at 5 or 6, like that is it. And so you must be very careful to know that I do not have to drink water at such a period of time, at least 2 hours before I get to bed. Otherwise, if you take water just before going to bed, after 3 hours, you're going to wake up. And when you wake up coming back, you have to start the sleep cycle again. And that is really not very good for your health. So maximize on this pillar of restorative sleep. This is where your body gets to heal, to remove waste products, and so on. And you do not want to lose out on this very important factor. And number 4 is proper stress management. Stress has intensified over the years because of the changes in lifestyle, economic problems, calamities, famine, and all those challenges that our world is facing today. And so we must find ways of managing our stress in a healthy way in order to know optimal health. If you have a hobby that you really cherish, find time regularly to engage in it so that you can relieve your body of any kind of stress, of any kind of burden that is really weighing you down, and that can easily lead to depression. The recommended stress management activities that may be easy for one to perform could be maybe exercising, just a walk or jogging. It can really give you double benefits. We can talk about meditation. We can talk about playing your favorite musical instrument or playing any sport. All these activities help your body to calm down and to relax, and that is what you need to know optimal health. And number 5 is what we call positive social connections. Ever since COVID-19 came, the connection between human beings has deteriorated. People now work from home. They attend meetings from home. They order everything they need from home. And so there is less human interaction. And this is really affecting us because most people are putting up with a lot by themselves. And yet, as human beings, we are social beings. We are meant to be in communities. Even God himself says in Genesis chapter 2 that it's not good for man to be alone, and so I'll make for him an helpmeet suitable for him. This basically means that even God understood our innate need for society as individuals. You need that one charismatic person in your life who you can talk to, and also you need to be that one charismatic person who someone else can reach out to in case they need someone to talk to. And number 6 is avoiding the use of toxic substances like alcohol, like drugs, and like smoking. All the potential benefits of alcohol that people have been talking about over the centuries are now nullified by research because it causes more harm than good. And so the better option for you is to avoid all these substances altogether in order to know optimal health. May the space between where you are and where you want to be, healthy-wise, inspire you. May the space between where you are and where you want to be, healthy-wise, inspire you.